Hello. We also offer the Assured program, which means in the event of an emergency or you need an interpreter right away, you can rest assured that an interpreter will be provided. We will provide an on-site or remote interpreter to fill this need. This is especially beneficial if you are experiencing a shortage of certified interpreters in your area. After you've signed in, these are the two main tabs you'll see, the Contacts tab and the History tab. This particular interpreter signed in as BIS VRI. As you can see here at the top, where my mouse is, this person, their extension is 100, and they are listed as BIS_VRI at call.clickvri.com. That is their SIP address. And we'll get into SIP addresses a little bit later. You'll see 3 contacts listed here. Each one next to it has a green symbol. The solid circle indicates that the person is logged into ClearC and is registered in our servers. The server recognizes it as a ClearC product if it's a solid green dot. The other dots you see here, one is an open dot and the other one has a little timepiece in the middle of it. The open dot means that this individual may not be signed in using a ClearC application. They may be using another video application like InTouch or Z Product, or other video like Net Meeting, things like that. And you have inserted them as a contact anyways on this list. The last one mentions Connie, and you see a little timepiece. That means she's idle, and I'll show you that a little bit further down, what that means, idle. So we'll go into a little bit more about contacts and how to create a contact. When you get your application, you will have one contact listed there for sure, which is the test calling contact through ClearC. And in the meantime, you can add other contacts. So if your customers have ClearC or even another product, you can press this button here to create a new contact. You add their name, then their dial string, which is their public IP, their SIP address, or their extension for ClearC, and then you can view their status on in this bar here, in this area. The group by status and the show unavailable is by default. It'll just show up in alphabetical order as it's mentioned here. But if you would rather see your contacts and their status, you can come to this area. If you click on group by status, it will separate those who are logged in and those who are unavailable by the green dot and then a gray dot. So you can choose to see those or not. Alright, how to place a call. Processing an outbound call. So if you wanted to call out and you have their contact information already listed here in the list, when you mouse over and you click on the name, it will turn blue, and then you can click on call. As you can see here, it's pretty simple, pretty easy to use, it's self-explanatory. So you just press the call button and then it will call out. You can also come here into this box and enter all of that information, either the IP or SIP address or extension, and then press call here. So there's a few different ways you can call out. Just for your information, the application here at the top where it says click VRI, this is where your company logo will be. The company logo will be hyperlinked so that if your customer decides to click on it, it will go to your home page or whatever page you designate it to go to. If you mouse over where it says online here, right underneath the banner, you'll notice that it's collapsed. But when you mouse over it, it will expand. And if you right click on it, there is where the option is to sign out and exit. I'm saying this because most people will click on the red X at the top, but this does not exit out of the server. This only minimizes it and puts it into the tasks tray, so it's still considered as active, just for your information. The next bullet point here on this PowerPoint just reminds you that you can use their extension. That's the beauty of ClearC, and we're real proud of our management of the ClearC servers. We have an internal database that we manage all of our clients and the extensions, and so too you will be able to have customers that will have their own extensions and make it very easy to call them and they call you. You can
Between the tailgating and barbecues, Labor Day weekend can be a challenge for your waistline, but in this week's Money Monday, Lauren Westbrook talks to a local blogger who can help you keep slim without dishing out those regular health nut costs.
Maggie Howes posts money-saving tips, coupons, and personal stories from her life as a parent on her blog, mybatonrougemommy.com.
I just let my readers know that I made a meal plan with unprocessed foods, healthy foods and things like that. And I got so many requests for people wanting me to blog about it and talk about how I save money on doing that.
You may not save a lot of money by eating healthy, but Maggie says it is possible to spend the same amount you'd spend on processed foods and junk.
Actually write out a meal plan, get your calendar.
A common complaint for eating more fresh foods and produce is that it goes bad before consumers can use it all. The solution, that whole planning thing again.
Pick meals that have like ingredients. That way you're not wasting. We're so lucky in Baton Rouge to have farmers markets, and produce stands that will save you a ton of money.
Buying certain items in bulk when they're on sale, like meat, can save money too. But Maggie says for some items, buy just what you need.
Natural food stores also have a section that have bulk spices. The container that I would have paid for, bought it in the store would have been $5, $6, up to $10. I paid 10 cents for just the amount that I'm going to use for a recipe. So that's a huge money saver right there.
Just a few ways to fit healthy eating into your schedule and your budget. For Money Monday, Lauren Westbrook, WAFB 9 News.
And we'll put a link on WAFB.com to get you to Maggie's blog. There are other tips that she has in her latest entry that we didn't get to, so you can check it out there.
I think that you get so many days on Earth. Why trade one of them for something that doesn't create excitement, that doesn't create value? And I mean value on a number of different levels. Certainly economic value, almost unmatched economic value, but value that transcends just a business. When this idea began to grow, and as we nurtured it and as we fully appreciate, recognize what it is we have that's so unique, that to me is that lifetime opportunity you can't miss. How can you not be excited about that? We have a very clear vision for what we're trying to accomplish.